everyone. I thought I'd try a live, but I wasn't set up on YouTube for it properly. So I'm basically going to video this real time at home and then hopefully post it up onto my channel later. So today is the GoGo Cybercrop weekend, and I thought I'd have a go at this challenge here, the sketch challenge by Sarah. Really nice, and I had some photographs that I'd found of me and my dad. I can't even remember when they were taken, but I just thought they were really nice. And I'd also just got my hands on some of the fabulous Simple Stories Good Stuff collection, and thought that maybe the blues and that would go quite nicely with this sketch here. So my idea with these paper strips, I'm not sure, well, I'm probably going to flip the sketch so that I'm flipping it 90 degrees. So I'm going to have this row of paper strips going horizontally rather than vertically on my page. And then I'm not sure, I might leave them flat or I might fold them over. So I've been having a look through, and I've got the 6x8 paper pad and thought that some of the blues go really nicely with the blue on my dad's top and the darker black colour of my cardigan. So let's start by cutting some paper strips. I love this paper. They've it's double-sided, so it's really good. So, and you get 2 of each sheet as well in the packs, which is perfect. So sometimes I find sketches, they're brilliant as a starting point if you're not quite sure on how you want a layout to go, or if you have a bit of crafter's block like we all do at some point. And then it's nice just to add your own twist onto things. So I'm going to do these strips, I think 1.5. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8, and then half of that is 4, so that would actually take 12. So maybe we'll do less. Maybe we'll do them as 1-inch strips, because otherwise that's going to fill up the whole of my page. Although actually no, let's stick to 1.5 inch width. And what I might do is overlap them a little bit, or do some that are a bit smaller or narrower. So I'm going to cut a couple out of that. Really love that mustardy colour with those hearts. Yeah, so anyway, sketches are great if you're a beginner. They're great for a starting point for you. In fact, they're great for any kind of scrapbooker. We all get scrapper's block at some point, and the nice thing about sketches is that you can just adapt it as you go along to fit your own style. Yeah, so what I was thinking, I was doing some paper folds actually. So let's just see. I just don't know if it would be too high up for sticking my photograph on. Let's have a look. Hang on. I actually quite like that. And what did I forget to get out? My glue. Another quick way of doing these paper roll folds as well is, if you fold it end to end, is stapling them, but I'm not going to do that. I want them to be a little bit longer than 4 inches. Right, so what I'm going to do then, I quite like that. Because I can still sit my photograph on and I still get the colour there. So that's quite nice for me. I'm enjoying that. Just making sure that I'm getting my hearts the right way. Some of these, the paper strips on the sketch here are just offset from each other slightly, which would suggest to me that they're maybe slightly different lengths. So I'm going to do slightly different lengths on mine as well. And I don't know if I'm going to do as many strips as Sarah has in her sketch, but that's fine, because like we said, it's just a starting point, isn't it? I love the colours in this collection. Really like it. Now the title is going to be probably one of the big chipboardy stickers from the collection, and they're quite dark, so I don't want to go with dark strips. That's what I'm thinking. I want to go with slightly lighter coloured strips. And I'm just seeing how many blues there are. See, I really like this polka dot colour here, but I think it's going to be too dark for the title to show up. So we're going to go with this sort of grey colour, although it has got a slight blue tinge to it, and I'm going to cut that one. And I think actually I'm going to do 5 strips rather than the 8 strips they've done. So again, I'm going to cut these at 1.5 inches wide. Well, I'm just hoping that this that I'm videoing this right. Me and technology don't always go hand in hand. And yeah, sometimes I'm really good at it, and other times I epically fail. But it's all a learning curve, right? So I'm hoping that this the voiceover's working and everything else. I had this idea to do this morning, and then I had to wait because I had the washing machine on, and you guys would have been subjected to the washing machine in the background. But sometimes it's nice to challenge ourselves, isn't it? Outside of the box a little bit, and which is definitely what I'm doing today. So like I said, this is for the GoGo crop this weekend, the cyber crop. And you have until Sunday evening, the 20th of Feb, to pop your layouts and creations on. There's 4 challenges during the day, and it's just a little bit of fun, really. Just in these weird times, to try and keep scrapbooking communities together, and just a place for you to make new friends and just join in with some of the fun. I might swap that one around there, put that one around there. And I did actually, look, on this side, I really like that hot pink colour, so I might actually just pop that in it. If it doesn't work, it's not the end of the world, I can change it. But that is my thinking. Just because it's a masculine page about my dad and I doesn't mean I can't add a little bit of pink into it. I'm not really a huge pink fan anyway. And but I really like the contrast of that colour, actually. I think it's cute. I think it works nicely. This one could maybe be a bit shorter. Put that down like that. Let's just move them all around a little bit and have a bit of fun with them. So I would like one photo there, and I did have another photograph, didn't I? Where have my dad and I gone? Here we go. So that we've got the 2 bits here, one there and one there. So I mean, I could just have it as a photograph and then a piece of journaling rather than another photo, but because it sort of covers my bits. But I guess I could do it that way instead. If I moved that down a bit, that would work a bit better. Or we've got some cute journaling cards, which I really like as well in this collection here. I've gone quiet because I'm trying to think of what I'm doing. Always get self-absorbed. You're a peach, that's all good. You brush my day. So I quite like that, the happy day. So just because these cut apart journaling cards, you don't have to use them like that. I quite like cutting them out to make my own embellishments. I'm notorious for cutting my papers up and making them last for as long as possible. I like to stretch things out. So when I'm buying collections, I always look to see if I can find papers and that I can fussy cut and make my own things with. Now, I sillily missed out on this collection when it first came out in the Lottie Loves Paper shop, but she's since had restock, so I managed to grab myself some. So I quite like that on top of there. Now I'm thinking I do need to extend this a little bit here, but that would mean I would then have an even number of strips, and I don't want an even number of strips. I like working in odd numbers. I think that works better visually for me. And I like this pink, so what I think I'm going to do is this piece here, I might just do a narrower strip so that it was 1.5, so let's cut that in half to 3/4 of an inch wide to give me 2 strips. Oh, that's not right. And then what I can do, we'll just mix it up a little bit. I'm going to add one more grey in, which I'm going to add in this section here. So I have actually gone back almost to true to the sketch in terms of how many pieces. So I'm going to pop that one in there to break that up. So it doesn't matter that this is longer here. I can trim this if I need to. I don't think we want it overlapping. So what I probably will do is move this across a little bit, and then might actually put the pink on that side there. We'll just have a little play around. So I'm going to have another little pink strip here. I think that needs to go in there, and then that pink swap over. So let's just move this around a little bit. I want it to finish and end with the same colours on each side here. That's my idea. Let's lift that up a second. I think this is probably why I don't do lives very much, because I do faff around an awful lot on my pages, and I also don't tend to stick things down until the last minute, and then have to like try and stick everything down without losing where I've put everything. Right, okay, I think that I'm liking that a bit more. So I've got my 2 photographs. I'm not gonna put them to the side. So like we said, we flipped the sketch over. I think that might need to be shorter. That piece there is going to be covered like that anyway. Don't know if it's going to be too big and overpowering, but we've got all these embellishments across the top here, so I can add to my embellishments there and try and hide some of this bit, so I don't need to trim my papers too much. And I'm liking how that's looking. So the only other thing I did think about was using this piece of background, pre-made mixed media cardstock by Vicky Boutin. They're brilliant if you don't want to get all mucky or you're short on time and everything. And I thought actually the pinks went really nicely with the pink here, matched. So I'm just gonna slide it off and see what that looks like there. And I like that. I do like my white backgrounds, but I think it's just floating around a bit too much. And because we're doing a live here, I haven't got time really for my mixed media to go on and dry. And just because this was really going to be like a quick kind of layout for me to do on a Saturday afternoon. The weather's been horrendous. I'm guessing you've all been subjected, if you're in the UK, to Storm Eunice. It was definitely a windy, blowy day yesterday, and the lighting is still shocking, and weather is just grey and damp and cold outside today, so perfect excuse to just have a go at this challenge. I wasn't expecting to scrap today, but thought why not. Right, okay, so I'm quite happy with how that's looking with that background there. I think it looks really nice, and that actually fits in perfectly, that pre-done background there. I love the Vicky Booting papers because they're thick anyway, so you could add more mixed media on top of this. There's no reason why you can't at all. I may add some stamping on top of it later on, but it's a lot thicker and slightly textured, so it withholds lots of wetness, shall we say. The problem with using like your normal cardstock is that it warps a lot, so this is perfect for this. Oh, I really love the colours in this collection. I'm so pleased I finally managed to get some of it. It absolutely sold like hotcakes when it first came out. It's been really popular, and every single layout that I have seen made with it I absolutely love. I mean, the colours are just gorgeous. Really love the colours. Right, I'm thinking that I'm going to mat my photographs. Now I've got this piece in the 6x8 pad. It's like a lace effect. Not really a paper I'm going to use that much, but I thought it would help my photographs stand out from the background there. So I'm going to quickly mount these photos. And I haven't stuck the bottom of those paper flaps yet, just because I'm not sure what I'm going to tuck in here and there on it. I like adding dimension onto my pages. So by not sticking it down properly, it just gives me that freedom to tuck little bits in here and there later on if I feel like it. Right, so we'll just get these cut. So just the narrowest of margins on here. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to distress around the edges to add a little bit of texture to the page. The thing I like about sketches as well is that if you're not really feeling that creative, you can stick to the sketch as closely as you want. And actually, I'm quite a slow scrapper. It takes me quite a while sometimes to move things around a page and decide where I want everything on my layout and whether I'm happy with it, which I think is why I tend not to stick things down until nearer the end when everything is in place, just in case I stick something down and don't like it. I know it's only paper and you can start again, but I don't like wasting stuff, and I don't get much time to scrap in amongst looking after my children. So they can come together quite quickly, which this page is at the moment. So I've distressed around the edges and I've printed my photographs with a white border. Always find that I like printing my photos that way, because then if I don't want to mat them, I don't have to. If you don't print them with a white border, then I always feel like I then have to mount them with white cardstock and then potentially something else. And I end up with pieces of white cardstock everywhere. So by printing them with a white border, that cuts that piece out for me, and that makes life a bit more efficient. And then I always do these little black borders around my photographs just to help them pop out from the page a little bit more. My lines don't have to be perfect. They're always a little bit wobbly, but that's fine. Imperfectly perfect. Right, okay, so I've got my photographs now. I've got this, which I cut from one of the cut apart pieces in the collection in that 6x8 paper pad. Super cute. Again, I'm going to distress around the edges just to add a little bit more texture there. What I might actually do is just use my pen here and just draw around this piece on the paper, because it will just help it stand out a little bit more. And add a bit more detail to it. Right, so we're going to pop that up there. Was going to do my photos offset, but I think I'm going to leave them like that. I'm going to raise that up onto some foam pad. And I just use cheap kids foam from Hobbycraft. And I like using that because it means that I can cut it to size. I'm a nightmare. So I'm out in the elements all the time. I never normally have nails, and I find it really fiddly to get those backing bits off of the foam pads that you can buy. So by doing this, it's a lot easier for me to peel it all off. And I think I'm going to raise my photos up as well. I might raise this photograph up as well. So yeah, so you can cut it any size you want. It's so quick and easy. And why I have issues with getting the backing off of the little foam pads, I don't know, but look, I can do this one really easily. I always end up having to use my tweezers. I'm going to raise that one up as well, because for me, my scrapbooking is all about my photographs. I have to like my photos in order to scrap them. Don't get me wrong, I like all of the pretty collections and everything as well, but I really need to like my photographs to scrap them, because they're my inspiration. That's what I'm scrapping, the memories. And if they don't bring me back happy memories, or they're not important to me, then I find it really, really hard. Okay, so we've got this far. So we've got the two photos. Obviously, I've moved them up a little bit. I will probably put a couple of stickers, maybe down here, word stickers. I'm probably going to do a little embellishment cluster here, and I need to extend my embellishments here and also do a title. So my title, we're going to use some of these foam stickers from the collection. Now, I've not had a proper look through the collection yet. I literally only received this the other day, and it's just been sat on the side whilst I've been doing some other crafting jobs that I needed to do for people. So I've been dying to get my hands on it. Like I said, loved everybody's layouts with it so far. Just love the different colour combos. Right, so I'm going to put, maybe I might put it there. No, I'm going to put my title there. So I'm going to move those slightly so they're in different levels. Smile is probably going to go there. And I've got all these embellishments. Tell you what, let's just move this big old paper pad out of the way. There we go, on the floor. I always get envious of other people with their crafty rooms. I work off the dinner table, so I literally have to work a little bit at a time and then move things around carefully. Take photographs of pages that haven't been quite finished and that. So just pulling out now pieces that I think might look quite nice that go with it. Like I said, I can't remember what year this was done. Taken. It was on a Father's Day at Friends, and I don't get to see my parents very often. They live down in the West Country now, with the rest of my family, other than my brother who lives in Oxfordshire. But yeah, so don't get to see them very often, and it was lovely to see my dad. And we are like two peas in a pod, really. So the only thing I know about it is that it was Father's Day. And we always go to friends, and they always hold a croquet match, which I absolutely love. There's always a little bit of cheating going along, but they're sticklers for the rules. So yeah, it takes a long time, but it's only in their back garden, and absolutely love it. It's brilliant, really good fun. So it's always nice to get together, isn't it, family? Right, so let's start building this up. I might pop that there, not sure yet. Actually, that would probably fill up a spot, wouldn't it? I like these. See, that doesn't work because then, unless I put the smile down there, we'll see as we go on. I like the flowers, the florals. Good times I like. I've got hello as well. Just trying to like build it up, really. Not quite sure what I'm going to do now. Good times, that works quite nicely up there. Right, so we'll have that. Maybe we'll have, not sure yet on that one. Right, I've got lots of florals. Oh, I've got the sticker sheet as well, forgot about that. Oh, I've got some cute little butterflies on that as well, which are quite nice. So now I'm trying to build it up. We've got this little sticker here. It's got florals. What would that look like hanging down? Look a bit silly. Okay, so maybe we won't pop that bit up there. Maybe we'll put this down here. Now I'm not quite sure what I'm doing. So I've got a camera. I just think it's going to get lost. Now there was a camera on one of the sheets in the pad that was a bit bigger. I don't know if it's going to be too big. That might be too big. But I quite like this capture today. So let's be bold. Be bold. I'm going to cut this with a fine margin around it, just so that it doesn't get lost on that the background cardstock. Because although it's got like that pre-printed mixed media on it, if I leave it just as a white line and cut it right close to this speech bubble, it may still get lost. So you won't see much of that yellow. Yeah, look, we might move these across. But let's distress this. This is always the bit that just takes me forever. It's all the little details and the faffing. And when I've got a new collection in front of me like this, I'm like a kid in a sweet shop. I don't know what to pick. Let's move that out of the way a sec. And that. Right. Capture today. That looks a bit better, doesn't it? So we'll raise that up on foam pads. I have happy day, like that. We'll move those up a bit. I'm gonna pop that there. I'm hoping that you can still see where the inspiration from the sketch has come from. Right. I would like this maybe tucked behind here. So that's the problem I've got. I don't like it high there. I'd rather it high here and working that way, but let's move these photographs over. Let's just try something different a second, like this, so that the photographs are still on the side where everything else is. The title still fits. Right, I think I'm happier with my photographs there. I think that works better for me. I like the fact that this covers up a multitude of sins. That scrappy top piece where all the papers are a bit undone. I'm not going to put it all the way down so that you can still see some of the colours there. And then I'm going to put happy day there. I quite like all of these pieces. So I do have a sticker, so I could just put, let's just go for it. What have I got to lose? Not a lot. Yeah. Still not sure on that. Okay. There's just too many nice things to choose from. See, I prefer that peachy colour there. I'm just going to tuck that peach in. Oh. Now my voice is going as well. Okay, just bear with me. I apologise if I go quiet for a little bit, just whilst I try and get my head around what I'm doing. So if I put that there, I like the cute little face on that sun. He's really sweet. Move that over a little bit. Move that sun in. I really want his little face coming out. Let's pop him at a slight angle so we can see it. Right, let's tuck that in. I like the way that takes it up to the top. We've got the smile. We can tuck a few florals in that might come over the top of the photograph there. Have we got another one of those florals there? Yeah, let's do those florals, because that covers up quite nicely, doesn't it, that top bit there. If I just move that up slightly so it's a bit more level with that. Right, then we have the journaling stripes to go down, strips to go down here. So I'm going to add some journaling strips. What can we say today? There's so many nice things. Super cute. What it's all about. I like this. Makes me giddy because then that brings in the orange from up there, the peachy colour. I don't want to overlap too much because that's not overlapping. So I'm going to put, this makes me giddy. And what else can we do? We've already got captured there. Weekend vibes. Let's pop that one that way. And what else can we do? Love this moment. Don't know then if I need a bit more dark. I think that's too dark. Not that one. Let's have a bit of yellow to bring in the yellow from the sun to the yellow down here. So we have right now. This makes me giddy. Right, let's make sure they're okay. There we go. I've got some super cute hearts. So I want to add again a bit more dimension. So let's start to stick some of this down. So just a little bit of glue on some of these flatter pieces. And then what I will do is raise some bits up on foam pads again. Just brings another little bit of dimension to your page rather than it all being sort of flat. I'm going to pop this onto some foam here. And then I think we're nearly done. I've got, obviously I've got to add maybe a bit of journaling on. There we go. That can go on there. So let's stick these photos down first. Now they might need a little bit of pressure on just because I've got my paper folds there. That off, we'll stick this one on. And I really love the way those paper folds add the little bit of extra dimension to your page. So that little floral bit there over that, didn't I? There we go. So is anybody else going to join in with the GoGo Cyber Crop this weekend? Like I said, loads of fabulous challenges going on. Always good fun and a really lovely community feel to it as well. Everybody's welcome to join in. Stick this flag down. I'll probably go over later on and stick everything down properly, but just because I take so long to scrap, I didn't want to go on forever. I'm sure you've all got stuff that you need to do this weekend. Although at least you can look back at this whenever you fancy it. And like I said, for me, it has come together quite quickly for me for a layout. Smile, because that's what we're all doing. So you can really see it sort of taking shape now. Let's just hold those down a bit. Now I think there was a pink arrow. I don't know if that will work. Maybe not. No. Okay. Well, look, we've got lots of these puffy hearts, and I really like those. So I want to add some more puffy stickers to my page just to add to it. I might actually change that one to a blue one, and just layering it up to cover that little gap there. There's quite a lot of pink up here, so I'm going to add some pink down there, and I may add, that looks quite cute there. So what I will do is I'll stick these bits down a bit better off camera. We've got let's have a look. See if I can add a few more hearts in. You can never have enough hearts and love on your page, can you? And I love the fact that you can stick things on top of your photos. See if I can find just one more heart. There's a pale one there just to balance it off nicely. Now I'm just going to tuck behind there, and I think then that sticker can just rest on that nicely. And I think that is pretty much me done. So thank you for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope I haven't waffled on too long or gone silent for too long. I'm hoping you can see where the inspiration for my layout has come from. I may well add a few sequins to it. Let's just have a look. I haven't done this little piece here, but what I've done is I've drawn this up here, so it's sort of, my embellishing sort of goes to the top of the page. I've got my journaling down here, and I've just adapted the sketch to fit my layout. And I think I may just add a few little sequins to it, and maybe some cute little butterfly stickers from the collection. I did get out lots of Bramble Fox perspectives, but I haven't, I've not used those, so be for another day. Or I might have a look at this layout off camera and decide that it needs just a little bit more to it. So I've got some cute little sequins going on. This is these are from Lucy's Little Things. Super cute, really pretty, and I like the fact that you get like some domed beads in it as well, which are really, really cute. This, like that one there that I've just put down, they add like another layer of dimension to your projects. Not quite as flat as sequins, and they look fab on your page as well. So I'm going to leave you there, I think. I'm going to stick those sequins down off camera. I've got sequins going everywhere now. And let's have a look. Maybe a butterfly sticker. Let's have a look. Tuck one of those in there. Like that. And we've got a couple more butterflies here as well. So a pink one and a yellow one. Again, working in odd numbers, we'll use all three of those. Just because they look cute all together. And just trying to carry my embellishment clusters all the way around. So I might put that butterfly where should we pop that butterfly? Should we pop him? We'll pop that butterfly there. Right, thanks for watching me guys, and I'll post a photo of it on my Instagram channel later at Forever Scrapping, and also onto my page. Thanks then, take care, bye.